Welcome to the Train the Student webinar. My name is Armand Abordan.
And my name is Noemi Hajdu.
And today we will show you how to become a great intern for any company. By the completion of this webinar, you will have all the necessary tools to get the most out of this internship opportunity. First, we will go through the objective of this webinar. Then, we will see what an internship actually is. What are the features of an internship? We will also go through the policy of the EIT raw materials regarding the internship. We will show you what abilities and skills you will need to spend an effective internship. We will see your roles and responsibilities that you will have at your future company. We will also see what will be the learning outcomes of your internship. And we will also show you why an internship can be a good thing, because by experimental learning, you will actually learn by doing something. And we will also show you how to get the most out of this program. Then we will give you some guidance how you can choose the right company. We will prepare you for intercultural issues which might arise since this is an international project. So probably you will get an internship somewhere abroad in a multicultural environment. We will go through the steps to design an effective program. We will prepare you for your future internship interview so you can easily pass it. We will show you how the evaluation and feedback procedures will be done. As time management is very important, we will also show you some tricks how you can effectively manage your time during your internships. And by the end of this webinar, we will show you 10 concerns that you might have. Now let's go through the objectives of today's webinar. We will get familiar with the approach and the content of a general internship. We will understand your tasks and your responsibilities. You will also learn how to benefit the most from such an internship opportunity. You will also learn how to develop your skills and competencies while doing your internship. And you will learn how to become part of a professional team. Noemi, could you tell us what an internship is?
Yes, it's a form of experiential learning. You can learn from your experiences. You can make mistakes or you can make success. Either way, you will learn from it. You can integrate the knowledge and the theory. The knowledge, what you have learned in the university, and what you will learn in the workplace. You can practice and you can develop your skills. You will gain lots of experience and you can networking. You can make professional connections and you can build up your career path. Internship can be a part-time job or it can be a volunteer experience. In case of a part-time job, you will have a special work schedule and you will have special responsibilities. You will get learning objectives and your mentor will help you to gain these learning objectives.
And Noemi, could you tell us what can be the benefits of an internship?
The benefits can be you can discover a potential workplace. Maybe this will be the first professional experience. You will have a research, development and innovation collaboration. And in case of the experiential learning, you will see cases, you will discuss these problems, and you will find special solutions.
What kind of support can students expect from their mentors?
The mentor will guide through this career path, through this internship. The mentor will provide professional development. Students will get the opportunity to discover their knowledge, skills, and abilities. Knowledge is when we are familiar with theoretical concept and factual information. Skills, when the proficiency developed through practice, and abilities when the quality of being able to do something. The mentor will help to advance career. Your self-confidence will increase. Your professional knowledge, skills, creative thinking, and independent work will develop. And you will get an insight into a corporate culture and a special environment. And you can build up your professional network.
Because the RIS-Internship project is a project under the EIT raw materials, it is important to mention its main objectives and policies, why the EIT raw materials puts emphasis on such kind of cooperation. The EIT raw materials is the largest research, development and innovation community in the world with its 122 members from the fields of education, research and industrial partners. EIT raw materials integrates disciplines, diversity and complementary across the entire raw materials value chain and along the three sides of the knowledge triangle. The focus here is on the knowledge triangle, meaning the collaboration between the industrial partners, research institutions and universities is a key concept of the EIT in general. Student internship, as it is understood by the RIS-Internship project, is a direct education and cooperation link between the university and the industrial partner, or between the research institution and the university. Noemi, could you guide us through the process of the internship?
Yes, don't worry, the mentor will guide through in the internship. The mentor will set up a working assignment for you. The mentor will direct through to reaching the learning outcomes. He will help you to recognize your skills, abilities and knowledge, and you will develop your skills. Your performance will be evaluated, and maybe in the company you will face with some problems, some conflict, but don't worry because the mentor will help you through in this. And the mentor will be a catalyst in the adjustment of the working environment, in the working culture.
The idea is to train T-shaped professionals, which is a core concept of the EIT, the European Innovation and Technology Institute. It means that you should have a deep and profound knowledge in your profession, and you should be able to operate by crossing boundaries, crossing your competencies into other fields. You should be able to combine an in-depth knowledge with a sound understanding of the challenges appearing along the whole raw materials value chain. Complexity of the resources sector needs this mindset, which is opened not only to other disciplines, but also towards social and civic issues. The kind of internship you can participate in this project is a good way and an effective way to make you a T-shaped professional and to develop these kind of competencies. How the curriculum of the internship will look like?
During the internship, you will be familiar with the sector in which the company operates, the employee's daily routine, the company rules and regulation, for example, the safety procedures, the company's culture and environment, and the main processes in operation of the company.
And what will be the tasks of the students?
The students will have lots of tasks because it's an experimental learning and they will learn from it. So the task will be, for example, learning about the company's procedures and regulations, to adapt the company's culture, the company's working environment, to take part in the daily routine job, to communicate and work together with other colleagues, with other professional expertise, to identify the problems and discuss some kind of solution, and work in team and independent as well.
How can a student get the most out of an internship?
A meaningful internship allows you to explore the whole industry, your career path, and an organization. You can gain practical experience and you can hands-on professional work experience. You can build up skills and competencies. You can build network relationship with professionals and make valuable connections. And you can apply knowledge acquired in the classroom to the world of work. And you can earn academic credits.
What does a company expect from an intern? What kind of responsibility and roles will she or he has?
You will have lots of roles. For example, you have to follow the rules and the company's regulation. You have to follow the safety regulations. You will learn how to greet and how to show respect to other employees, how to cooperate and communicate with other employees. And you have to learn how to dress. What is the dress code in the company? You have to ask explanations if you do not understand anything. You have to ask directions and clarifications if something is not clear. And always be honest and trustworthy. During the internship, maybe you will face with some conflicts. Try to avoid them. And do not forget, you are there to learn and make the next step in your future career. Do not judge others. Share the relevant information. Show your motivation for work and always be optimistic about your skills and competencies. Use feedbacks for improvement. Try to improve always and be proactive and active in the company.
The effectiveness of an internship can actually be observed and measured. For this purpose, we actually use the things called learning outcomes, which are just user-friendly statements that will show you what you will be able to do after completing an internship. Noemi, could you tell us what will be the learning outcomes of an internship?
The mentor will help you to define your learning outcomes. It will include your problem-solving skills, engineering skills, communication skills and teamwork, critical and creative thinking, ability to work in an intercultural working environment, ability to design and conduct experiments, ability to design a system, component or process to meet desired needs within realistic constraints, ability to participate in projects, and ability to identify, formulate, and solve engineering problems.
How can we put theory into practice?
We can use experimental learning. You can make mistakes, or you can make a great success. Either way, you will learn from the experience in the company. You can observe professionals during work, during daily routine. You will practice this daily routine, and you can become engaged in your field. You can observe them, you can make your own decisions, you can judge their work, and your critical thinking will be developed. And your self-evaluation will also develop, because you will learn, you will see the professionals.
Can you give us a guideline of how a student can make the most out of an internship?
Pay careful attention during your work. Try to learn the most. Have a positive attitude and show gratitude to the other workers. Expand your network and try to communicate the most in the company, because you will learn from this. Find somebody at the company from whom you can learn the most. Be open to the feedback and the evaluation and others' opinion. Don't forget, quality over quantity, so the qualitative work will be more important. Stay focused and concentrated on your daily routine, on your professional work and behavior. Be professional and understand the office norms and company culture. And at the end, stay connected and communicate with your previous colleagues after the internship too.
How do we select the best company for doing an internship at?
Lots of questions will be arised, And you have to determine, you have to think it over, these questions, because you will have to make your own decision. For example, which sector appeals the best to your degree? What task will you do? What specific experience will you have during the internship? Do you have the required skills? What skills and competencies can you learn in the company? What will be your responsibilities? Where the company is located? What is the working environment and atmosphere in the company? And who will be your supervisor? Will you have the opportunity to making some network? What will you get paid? And is there a possibility of a full-time employment? You have to think these questions over, and you have to answer these questions honestly, and then hopefully you can make your own decision and choose the right company.
Is there any way we can improve the internship experience?
You can design your own internship. First, you have to find an organization that you are passionate about, and then you have to reflect on what you want out of this internship. Try to identify a good fit contract with this organization. You have to tailor-make your resume, you have to write a proposal letter, and craft a professional email. And you have to consider setting up a meeting with your contract. Send your email, send the resume and the proposal letter, and follow up in a week or two, and waiting for the answers, and try to figure out that what would you like to get out of this internship. Surely, if you design your own internship and you follow these steps, you will be more successful to find the appropriate company where you can learn the best.
How do we write a powerful proposal letter that will get us an internship position?
A proposal letter covers how do you know about the employer and why are you interested in interning in that company? Why would you like to choose that company? How you can contribute to the organization, and you have to provide a brief idea of the project you can work on, the problems you can help solve, and the population you can serve. How are you qualified? What knowledge, skills, and abilities and experiences do you have? What do you want to learn from them? Share some brief ideas and create actual learning goals later. And you have to cover the available start date, which would be the best for you to start the internship, the preferred end date, and the approximate number of hours per week you are available.
Do you have any tips for having a successful interview?
Yes, you have to be prepared. You have to gain as much as information from the company and the company's task as you can. Make a good first impression. Check the dress code and wear the appropriate suit. Emphasize your skills and accomplishment. Mention your previous experiences. Provide the interviewer with examples of your skills, your knowledge, and your abilities. Understand the question before asking. If you do not understand, please ask it again and ask clarification of the question, and always follow the interviewer's lead. Emphasize your strengths, your previous knowledge and previous experiences. Bring a sample from your work, what you have done before, what you have learned, and what you would like to learn. Always close the interview with self-confidence and with a positive feedback. And after the interview, do not forget to send a thank you note.
How will be the performance of the student evaluated?
Your performance will be regularly evaluated. Your new skills and competencies, what you have learned during the internship, will be evaluated. The working process, what you have learned in the company and the company's cultural environment. And you will get a regular feedback throughout the whole internship. So you have to gain new knowledge and this will be evaluated.
As you will probably do your internship at a multinational company somewhere abroad, probably cultural differences will arise. Noemi, could you help us? How can we overcome these cultural differences?
You have to be always patient and tolerant. Don't forget, you are there to learn. Maybe there will be some communication differences and pronunciation differences, and you will not understand what they are saying. Clarify it and ask it back. The work morale can be different in the different countries, in the different companies. The formality can be different either. The perception of time. Always keep the deadlines and always be there on time.
Time management skills for students are increasingly important. Time management is about planning and controlling the amount of time you spend on specific tasks. And you will see that working at a real workplace, you will need a different time management than while studying at a university. Noemi, do you have any tips for a good time management?
Yes, it's very important that you will have lots of tasks and you have to share your attention and share your time in case of the different tasks. First, you have to set your goals and determine your goals and try to clarify your goals and prioritize your goals. Then, you have to reduce distraction as much as you can. Put away all the unnecessary devices such as mobile phones and try to avoid checking your email and your Facebook messages all the time. Set the time limits. Always define the time that you would like to make the task. Check the time. Have a clock nearby and check the time regularly. Master your schedule. Block out chunk of times. Focus on your daily routine work. Try to avoid extracurricular activities and make yourself committed. What are the 10 concerns of a student?
Well, it's quite difficult to summarize, but probably the 10 concerns are the following. First, you have to make sure that you find a company that actually appeals to your degree. Make sure that you find the company interesting and that you are going to like what you are going to do during the internship. Always be curious and proactive. Always try to do as much as you can. Always be open and motivated to gain new skills through the assignments that you get and that you complete. Reach the learning outcomes that we have already defined earlier and that are also defined by your mentor. Provide meaningful work. Make sure that your work actually gives something to the company. Always follow up on mid-results. Try to consider the feedbacks that your mentor gives you and thus try to improve yourself. Do your best and make sure that you are a great asset to the company. Adapt to the company specifics. Try to follow the company culture. Make and follow plans to achieve your goals. And finally, always look opportunities to improve.